Hi, just a totally random video. This has been my keyboard for the last probably 7 years, maybe. I don't know exactly. 7, 8 years perhaps. Could even be longer. I don't know. Time flies when you're having fun at the EEVblog. And you can see it's a bit crusty. It's a Logitech. I do prefer the Logitechs. Yeah, flame in the comments down below. It's a, upside down, all the electrons are going to fall out. It's a K270 model, and I like it. It's been a very nice keyboard. As you can see, like some of the letters are worn off. I guess I use those keys a lot. Anyway, it is crusty, and I eat my lunch at my desk, grossly. Leave that in the comments down below. How many people eat lunch at the desk? And I reckon this is filled with crap. Now, I do actually shake it out occasionally. Just got myself a new keyboard, by the way. It's another Logitech one. I just thought I'd tear this down and actually see how much crap comes out of this thing after, you know, like more than half a decade of use. Only one way to find out. Don't turn it on. Take it apart. Might not be able to see it, but there's crap that's already, crumbs and crap that's already fallen out of this thing. It's not going to be pleasant. So, those a bit squeamish, you might want to stop now. The new one looks like this. Alright, I think I got all the screws out. Of course, no metal threaded insert rubbish in here. How does it pop off? I might need a spudger. Let's have a go. You can probably lift all the keys out individually, of course. That's probably a thing. We're probably going to have to do that, aren't we? But we'll see what gets into the innards of it. Oh, I forgot to take the batteries out. There we go. We can see the flat flex cable already. They've got the membrane. Yeah, there you go. It's a membrane jobby. Look at that. That is very old school. And, oh yeah, no, like nothing's really gotten inside there. Look at that. That's clean as a whistle, isn't it? That's pretty all right. I'm happy with that. The backing on this, as you can see, a 3-layer membrane interface for that. There's your rubber backing. All the crap's going to be under there. There's your controller. I'll get the macro lens out. I'll show you what that chippy is. It does have a part number on it. Macro lens. There you go. It's upside down. All the electrons are going to fall out, I think. What's that part number? Can't read that on the camcorder screen. It's probably some custom jobby. Logitech would be big enough to do that. And there you go, that's nice. They've got a metal bar there. Oh, and a rubber baby buggy bumper under that. Look at that. Instead of using like a custom connector, they've just put the membrane directly on to the carbon pads on the PCB. Look at that. That's really neat. So they've just got like a stiffening bar on the back that forces down the contacts from the flat flex. Neat. I guess that's cheaper than some custom flat flex connector. There's some sort of part number down there for those playing along at home. There's no date on this thing, so I can't actually remember when I got it. I'll search my emails. If I can find an exact date of how old this is, I'll add it in. 3 membrane sheets. Oh, they're stuck together. Yeah, oh, that's got something in it. Something's, don't know what's going on there, but whoa, oh yeah, something's, oh, yep, that's weird. Membrane and actually, oh no, all the stuff is going to be trapped. So it's performing 2 functions really. One, we've got our little nipples there. We do love playing with our nipples, and that of course it puts pressure down on the pads on the membrane, and then it forces the 2 membranes together like that, and that's hence the scanning matrix micro in there can then know which key is pressed. There's a key missing there. Look at that. So they provide that, but this would also provide a waterproof barrier just in case you spill crap on your keyboard. It doesn't get down into all your membrane layers and things like that and then get wedged between there, and that'd ruin your day. But you could easily service this keyboard. So for those who don't know how membrane keypads work, what you need is 2 conductive layers like this. So we've got the top and the bottom like that, And then you've got to have a separator layer, because this is all conductive ink, usually silver conductive ink, and they can either have it all exposed, or they can have just a little contact exposed. So this is your actual key. This is what they're using as the key switch. Each one of those dots, if you line up the layers, you can see the top and bottom layers are overlapped. They've got the contact points like that with the separator in there. And the separator in the middle ensures, you can see there's just a cutout around the switch there, so it ensures that the traces, you don't have to cover those. It ensures that the traces just don't short out to the other traces when they crisscross over, of course. And we've got our little nipple sheet on the top, and that will have, on the bottom, has, look, a little inverted nipple, and it's the inverted nipple that goes down and pushes, sandwiches these two top and bottom conductive sheets together like that. And it's real cheap, it's real simple. It's not as good as, all your IBM keyboard aficionados are screaming in the comments, oh yeah, the M series or whatever it is. Yeah, they're going wild, but no, this is a cheap and simple way, and a fairly reliable way to do a keyboard. But emphasis on cheap and simple. No, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna have to lift out the keys. This could get ugly. This is what you're all here for. Curiously, look, there's some sort of weird, it's almost like it's melted in there, but it can't be. It's not like I've whacked a soldering iron in there and heated it up. It's like it's part of the molding. So I don't know what the heck that is for. That's really weird. So the keys don't fall out. They're captive in here. So this is all. We're not going to be able to get it apart. We're actually going to have to take all the individual keys off. Look at this. It's all captive. It's all captive. Look at all the crap that's fallen out already. I did not know. I expected all the keys to fall out. They're somehow being held in there we have to get individual keys off. So let's just lever a random key off. There it is. So, yep, I'm going to have to lever off all the random keys. Oh, I can already see the crud. Oh, look at this. Okay. For all you crud aficionados, here you go. Yeah, that's disappointing. Didn't have to tear apart the rest of it. I just had to tear apart this. Oh, the shift key has levers on it. Ooh, fancy pantsy. Look at that. Levers on it. But the smaller keys don't have that, and look at all the crud down in there. Oh, goodness. Whoa, there we go. Hey, this is fun. Wow. Actually, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Highly recommended. Very therapeutic. But yeah, look at look at the crud. And we're going to have another bar here for the, another clip, metal clip for the space bar. But, oh, look at that. Oh, that's crusty burger. All right. This is it living inside your keyboard, folks. Don't eat your lunch at your desk. This is what happens. Whoa! Whee! This is fun. They fly up. This is really fun. They do actually fly. Woo! Oh, geez. It hit the back. Whoa, there we go. I need like a curved thing to get in there and... Whew. Actually, I've probably got one. Hang on. Whoa! Oh, yeah. No. Woo! 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 Oh, yes, look, I can do it. I can go, whoa! Oh, this is fun. Here we go. I'm going to see if hang on, I've got to get the tab key up. I'll see if I can get all these keys. Ready? Set, go. Go! Go! Oh, yeah. Come on. Ah! This is great. Highly recommended. Oh my God, this is so much fun. Look at this. Woo! Yeah. Oh, that was so satisfying. Look at all the crud in there. Oh, it's got hair too. Oh, look at that. Ugh. Is that mine? Keys everywhere. These ones are harder to get out because you don't really have room in there like you did with the main keyboard. Okay, I'm going to be finding keys for the next month, I think. Just find random keys around the lab. Ooh. Oh, wow. Ugh. Ugh. No, these aren't nearly as fun as the other ones. Sorry. Oh, there they go. That hit the lens. Damn. Woo! Oh, yeah. That one hit the lens. I'm trying to get one to hit the lens. I'm sorry if I can't. It's a skill issue. Oh, yeah, come on. That's great. Sorry, it's my first time destroying a car. Oh, I think that one might have hit the lens. And then these couple up the top here. Oh, geez, they're kind of hard to get out. I'm going to stab myself. Might have to draw blood for the keyboard gods. Ta-da! Ah, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Well, here you have it, folks. This is what's inside a keyboard if you eat at your desk. Do not eat at your desk because this is not very hygienic. Like I regularly spray this thing with isopropyl and water mix, like a 70% isopropyl mix. I regularly clean keyboard, trust me. So on the surface, it's all very clean, but underneath, what the heck is going on there? That's terrible, Muriel. Look, it's just hair and crap. I assume that's my hair. Do not eat at your keyboard. Let that be a lesson to you. This is what's harboring inside your keyboard. Look at that. Unbelievable. I forgot the escape key. The escape key. Oh, the escape key's escaped. There you go. That is the end result. Even shaking your keyboard does not get it out. Trust me, I regularly clean this keyboard with isopropyl and I shake the hell out of it as well. And the other good thing about this molded enclosure is that if you do spill water on this, the water, not only do you have a silicone membrane underneath to stop any water getting through to your membrane matrix array here, you've also got this as a complete well like this that will hold water. So if you spill water in your keyboard, it's going to be trapped within this layer, hopefully, and then, you know, if a little bit gets through, then it might go to the silicon layer, but you should just be able to drain your keyboard back out. So that's pretty groovy. That's a really nice design. Oh no, I've got the up arrow key. Forgot the up arrow key. Oh man, there's keys everywhere. There you go. That's it. So anyway, if you liked that video, please give it a big thumbs up. As always, discuss down below. And you can buy the merch over on EEVblog.store. Maybe I should sell keyboards. Catch you next time. Oh, doesn't fit. I'll make it fit. To the dumpster room it goes.